Hey guys, it is Candace here, and what are we doing today? Well, today we are learning how to make this thing, because today we are learning how to crochet. And what I'm going to do is teach you the very basic stitches of crochet. I am going to teach you how to make a foundation chain. I am also going to teach you how to single crochet and double crochet. And as you can see, I'm using a very thick yarn, and I'm also using a larger hook. That way you guys can kind of see what I'm doing and follow along with me. So let's get started. So I'm not going to give you the typical you will need at the beginning of this video, and the reason why is because you only need two things for this video. You need a crochet hook and you need yarn. Now what I'm using is a larger crochet hook. I'm also using thicker yarn, that way you guys can follow along with me and see things a little better. I would highly recommend that you begin with thicker yarn, maybe an acrylic blend, something cheap, you're just practicing, and begin with a larger crochet hook. Most of all, make sure you're comfortable with the crochet hook you're holding. As you continue to start crocheting more, you'll start getting hooks and your sets and everything else, and that's perfectly fine. But for now, start with a comfortable crochet hook and just some yarn that you can practice with. We're going to begin by doing a slip knot, and this is very easy. You're going to wrap your yarn around your finger, just like I'm doing here. You're going to take your back loop and put it over the front, and then the new back loop you're going to pull over the front and over your finger. And now you have what's called a slip knot. So you can just slip your hook in there and give it a little tug to tighten it. Now let's do that again. So you can see how easy it comes out. So wrap it around your finger, pull the back loop over. Now you have a new back loop, and you're going to pull that over and over your finger. And then you can just slip your hook in and give it a little tug to tighten it up. Begin by doing what's called a foundation chain. And as you can see, I've got this very loose so my hook can slip through. All you're going to do is grab the yarn on your hook, just like I'm doing right here. And we're just going to pull it through, and that's your first chain. So now we're going to do that again. Going to grab the yarn on our hook, and we're going to pull it through, and that's the second chain. We're just going to keep doing that. We're going to do that 10 more times, well, 10 times in total. Just going to grab the yarn and pull it through, and each time make sure you count so you can get your 10. Once you finish your chain, we're going to go straight into a single crochet. So we are going to chain one more. And now we're going to start with the single crochet. So you see we have the foundation chain here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into the next one over. So you can see that little hole right there, and that is where we're going to put our hook. And this is how you start when you start single crochet. So you're just going to put your hook through the hole. Now you have two loops on your hook. You're going to grab your yarn with your hook. I'm going to show you that again. And you're just going to pull it through. And now you should have two loops on your hook still. Grab your yarn and pull it through those two loops. And you have a single crochet. We're going to do this again. We're going to go in the next one over. We're going to put our hook through the hole. We have two loops on our hook. We're going to grab the yarn and pull it through the same hole, creating two more loops on our hook. Now we're going to grab the yarn with our hook and pull it through those two loops. And now we have another single crochet. Alright guys, we are going to hit pause right here, and what I want you to do is hit pause on the video, because the next thing that I want you to do is I want you to go across this entire row, which is every one of these little foundation chains, and single crochet across the row. So now that you've single crocheted across the entire row, you're going to have something that looks kind of like this. Don't worry if it doesn't look exactly like this. You can just redo it. It's okay. It takes some practice. So now we're going to start. Oh, no, we're not. We're not going to do that. We're going to start by turning our work. So what we're going to do is chain one. And then we are just going to flip it from one side to another, just like that. I'm going to adjust the yarn. So now we're going to start what's called a new row now that we have turned our work. And you see how the stitches look now? They look a little different than the foundation chain. What we're going to do is go into the top of each stitch. So we're going to start by single crocheting. We're going to go through those 2 top loops right there. There you can see it really well. And we are going to go ahead and grab the yarn with our hook, just like we did before. Pull it through those top 2 loops. We're going to have 2 loops on our hook now, and we're just going to pull it through and single crochet like normal. So this is how you do it once you've finished your foundation chain. So let's do that again. We're going to go through those top 2 loops right there. And I'm going to screw this up because I crochet really tight. And we're just going to single crochet like normal. Now let's do that again. And guys, we are going to hit pause right here once again because what I want you to do is I want you to single crochet across this entire row. Now, I just want you to practice. Practice single crocheting. What you're going to do once you're done practicing single crocheting is you are going to go ahead and check out part 2 of this video. That's right, this week we have a 2-parter and the link to part 2 will be down below. Part 2 is going to teach you how to double crochet and how to finish things off. I'd like to give a special thanks to my Patreon supporters from the month of December. Thank you very much, Corey. And if you would like to support Glitter Garden, there are a few ways that you can do that. You can like this video, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, or you can follow the links below and find out how to stalk me on social media or how to subscribe to my Patreon. So that's what your foundation chain, shit. So we're going to start by creating something called the foundation chain. And we're not going to start doing that right now because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing something. Okay, let's try that again. We're going to start by creating something called the... I'd like to give a special thanks to my patron supporters, or blah, 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 blah. I'd like to give a special thanks